A very good morning to one and all in the class. Welcome to class 11th Commerce, subject Business Studies. We were doing chapter number 1 and many topics we have already covered from this chapter. Now, few topics are left, out of which the first topic which we will do today is role of profit in business. We all already know that profit is definitely an essential element in any business, right? When I'm talking about profit, I'm talking about the return of a business. Why? Because business is something which I'm doing some economic activity for earning my livelihood, right? And for that, I need to earn some amount of profit. That profit is the regular income, or might be it would not be regular also, but it is the return of doing my business. Question arises that what is the role of profit in business, which means what I should do, what should be my role, what should be the role of that profit which I want to earn, what should be the role of that profit in my business. See, profit is of course a very good source of income. Like every person is doing so many activities for the generation of livelihood, for the generation of income. So obviously the profit is going to work, because profit is that which is definitely going to work and going to give the income to many business houses. Then profit is essential for growth and expansion. Suppose you want to grow your business, you want that more things to be added in your business, you want that the business must grow, you should open new branches. Tell me one thing, whether it would be possible without profit? Without profit, will it be possible to grow your business, to make more diversifications in your business, to bring out more branches of your business? Obviously, it is not going to happen without profit. Because if there is no profit, how you are going to invest? Not invest, but how you are going to reinvest into your business. Because what do we reinvest? We reinvest our profit, which is being kept aside after doing all the expenditures. Because if suppose I am earning rupees 1 lakh in a month, definitely I would be firstly spending all my expenditures which are actually required. I would be paying my loan with interest. I would be spending my money on my livelihood, my basic things, my basic necessities. Definitely I would be roaming around also. So after doing all such expenditures, suppose 30,000 or 40,000 per month is left for your savings. That is your profit. So if you want to reinvest, that means you're going to reinvest the profit. But what if you don't have any profit in your business? There would not be any scope of growth or expansion. So profit is definitely helpful for growth and as well as expansion, right? Then profit is the index of business performance. How your business is working, whether your business is doing good, whether your business is not doing good, whether you don't have a good variety of business. So how your business is doing, that depends on the profit also, because profit tells us that what is the index of the business performance, whether your business is working good or it's not working good. How I will come to know about the profit? Let us take an example. See, if I say that you have almost two companies in your mind which you see in your society, company A and company B. You see that company A is earning rupees 2 lakhs per month, whereas company B is earning rupees 1 lakh 20,000 per month. Please tell me, which company will you prefer? Which company would you prefer to go on? Whether you will go to the company A or you will go to the company B. Very good. Everyone is saying company A. Why? Because the index of profit which I see on company A is of course more. So I will definitely see to it that yes, company A is earning good. Why? Because its index of profit is more as 2 lakhs per annum as compared to the company B, which is earning only 1 lakh 20,000 per annum, right? Okay. Next point, you see what is the role of profit in business. Profit increases the efficiency of business. Efficiency means you would be able to take good decisions. You will be able to hire good people. Suppose if a company is having a good profit, definitely that company is going to hire good people also, good employees also. It would be hiring only experienced employees. It would be hiring a good manager, experienced manager. So somehow it will bring up the efficiency in my business. But what if I say that the company is not having good amount of profit, and because of that, that company has hired untrained employees or less trained employees? Because if company is going to hire well trained employee, company has to give them good amount of salary or wages, but the company is not having the income, but the company is not having the profit, then what is company going to do? Company is basically going to hire only those people who are ultimately well in work, if the company is having good amount of profit. So it will bring up the efficiency of the business. All the decisions in the business will be good. Why? Because all experienced people are hired. And when only experienced people will be hired? When the company will have good amount of profits, or when the company will have good income facilities. All right. And what last role of profit we see? Profit enhances prestige. Prestige here we mean to say goodwill, reputation. You know, every time the reputation or the goodwill of the business will increase if the company is able to get the profit. But if the company is not able to get the profit, definitely goodwill will not be there, or prestige will not be there, or company would not have a proper reputation in the market. I hope this is clear to everyone. Is there any doubt? Moving on to the next topic. Business risk. See, risk is always an essential part of business. ये तो हम सब जानते हैं that risk is always an essential part of business. ये मैंने आपको business के feature में भी पढ़ाया था. That risk is of course always an essential part of business. Can you imagine any business without risk? Just give me the answer, please. Can you imagine any business without risk? That no business is there which is not having any type of risk. Is there any business which is having no risk? Obviously, everybody is answering no, that we cannot imagine any business without risk. What kind of risk do you think can be there in any business? As you people are saying that we cannot imagine any business without risk, then can you please tell me that what kind of risk will you people face, or what kind of risk do you people see in any business? Obviously, there can be certain type of losses. There can be certain type of losses in any business. For example, loss of theft can be there. चोरी हो सकती है ना? Then there can be loss due to any political changes, political or legal changes. Legal changes means due to change in any law, there can be a high degree of risk involved in my business. For example, earlier law was not creating any problem to my business, but new law is not allowing me to do my old business. That means law can also impact my business. Political changes. Sometimes the political party, when the political party changes, sometimes it brings up new ideas, new ways of doing the business, and it doesn't go with the old form of business. That is also a risk to my business. Then any kind of disaster or natural calamities. For example, if we talk about the COVID-19, that has also impacted a lot of businesses in the country. Why? Because that is a disaster. Due to that disaster, government had to take solid decisions like closing of markets, lockdown, due to which many businesses were there who were just operating on rent but couldn't afford to pay the rent during that lockdown, and they had to shut down their business. आप सबको पता है, so many businesses have shut down in last 1.5 years because of the COVID-19 situation or impact on the markets, on the businesses, on the customers. Same way, there can be the loss due to riots, because sometimes there are riots in the state, riots in the area. For example, take the example of the previous year, last year, Northeast riots. Northeast Delhi area got riots in last year for almost 2-3 months. And you know, for that period, all businesses were closed, all shops, all markets were closed in that area. That impacted the profits of those businesses. So ultimately, we can say that risk is, of course, an essential element in business. Risk एक essential element होता है business के अंदर. Of course, it is an essential element in business. But risk can be, see, we can say that risk can be reduced, but it cannot be just avoided. How can you avoid risk? Suppose if everything was doing good, if everything was going well, suddenly COVID-19 entered India. Were you able to remove that risk due to COVID-19? Because if the government has imposed lockdown in the nation, can you avoid that lockdown? We cannot avoid that lockdown. So the risk can be minimized, the risk can be reduced, but the risk cannot be just avoided. ये चीज हमेशा ध्यान रखनी है. Please note down this line, everyone. The risk can be minimized or the risk can be reduced. The risk can be minimized or the risk can be reduced, but it cannot be avoided. But it cannot be avoided. All right. Now, there are two types of risk involved: speculative risk and pure risk. Please listen to me very carefully. It's very, very important for exam. There are two types of risk involved: speculative risk and pure risk. All those who have switched off their cameras, please switch it on, because I'm taking an eye on the cameras also. So please switch on your cameras in the whole class. So the first is the speculative risk. Speculative risk basically involves both the possibility of gain as well as loss. Have you ever basically heard the word speculation? Like, I speculate this day that it might rain today. What does this mean? Means I'm not confirmed that it will rain today, but I'm speculating it might rain today. So might rain today means there is a possibility of maybe there will be a rain or maybe there won't be any rain. Same way, speculative risk means where I'm not sure, but might be there is a possibility of gain as well as there is a possibility of loss. So there can be a possibility of gain, or there can be the possibility of loss. That is the speculative risk. For example, due to change in the price of raw material. Suppose if the price of raw material changes, I'm not sure. If the price of raw material changes, I am not sure whether I would be into profit or I would be into loss. For example, if customers accept the change in price of raw material, they are happy with it, they are not making any problem due to that, definitely it is not going to impact my business. My demand will continue rise. But if the customers do not if the customers do not accept the change in the price of raw material, they stop buying that product because it has increased the price, my business will be into loss. So what is the speculative risk? Speculative risk is that risk in which I am not sure whether I would be into profit or I would be into loss. I hope this is clear to everyone that what is speculative risk. Now, pure risk. But a pure risk is basically the risk involves only possibility of loss or no loss. Now, for example, if fire occurs in my business, if the fire is occurred in the factory, everybody know that if fire occurred in the factory, there will be definitely a risk. Definitely there will be a risk. क्यों? Because loss तो हुआ ही हुआ. Fire occur हुई, भले ही if there is loss of one wire due to fire, but loss तो हुआ. So when we know that definitely there will be loss or definitely there will be no loss, that is known as pure risk. उसको हम बोलते हैं pure risk. So what is the nature of business risk? The very first point in the nature of business risk is due to uncertainties. See, risk always arises due to uncertainties because our future is uncertain. We cannot predict our future, and because we cannot predict our future, that is why business risk arises. Because the uncertain future gives us the uncertainty of business risk. If suppose future will not be uncertain, there won't be any risk. Because future is uncertain, definitely risk is also there for the future. Second, देखिए, risk is an essential part of every business. As I told you, no business can avoid any risk. You can definitely minimize the value of risk, but you cannot avoid the risk. अब देखते हैं, maximum people, many people in the last year, even we were doing it from past years also, but when COVID-19 came to India, many people in the last year started having the health insurance policies or mediclaims. आप लोगों में भी बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स ने अपना और आप लोगों को जरूर हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस करवाया होगा, मेडिक्लेम करवाया होगा. Why the mediclaim is there? Please, can you please tell me why we do the mediclaim or health insurance? Please write in the chat box why we do the mediclaim or why we do the health insurance. Let's see who answers first. I got the answer so that we can get money at health emergency. Fine. To ensure supply money at the time of medical emergency so that we can use it as treatment in hospitals for getting money if any accident occurs. Okay, many answers I'm getting in the chat box. All are somewhere correct. We do or we go for health insurance because we are at risk that if any time the health insurance comes, anytime if any health issues enters, what I will do if I don't have money. So I try to minimize the risk of health emergency. ऐसा तो है बेटा, ऐसा तो नहीं है that can you avoid the health emergency by just taking the mediclaim? कि जिसने mediclaim ले लिया कोरोना उससे दूर भाग जाएगा, देखते ही अरे इसके पास तो mediclaim है, अरे इसके पास तो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस है, यहाँ नहीं जाना, उसके पास जाना है जिसके पास हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस नहीं है ताकि उसका पैसा लगे. Is it? No. So by taking the health insurance policy, but we are not avoiding the risk, we are just minimizing the risk. Okay? Because it is essential part of every business. Third, देखिए, profit is the reward for risk taking. Of course, that is true. Profit is the reward for risk taking. Because a businessman is taking up the risk, of course, the reward is the profit. Because he has to take up the risk. And when he is taking up the risk, he should get some reward. And what is the reward? Reward is the profit. Then risk depends mainly upon the nature and size of business. Risk depends mainly upon the nature and size of the business. देखिए, what is the nature of your business? What is the size of your business? Of course, risk depends upon that. For example, if the business's size is big or large, there would be more risk associated. But if the business is small, there will be less risk associated. So definitely it depends upon what kind of business you are doing and what size of business you are performing. That depends upon what will be the nature and size of the risk. Now, what are the different methods do you think to deal with the business risk? What we should do so that the business risk can be avoided? Definitely we should do something. So what we should do to reduce the risk? Take precautionary measures like firefighting equipments. You all know that in our schools also you will be you can see that at every floor we are having firefighting equipments. Fire extinguishers are basically there at every floor, and as well as we have the water facility also, water pump facility also, and motors which are being used for the as a firefighting equipment. Take an insurance policy to cover various types of risk. There can be various types of risk, and as well as there are various types of insurance policies also. So definitely we should take up the insurance policy so that we can cover the various types of risk associated in that. Then decide not to enter into high risk business transactions. You know, there are high risk business transactions, but we should not enter into those transactions, because if there is any high risk business transaction, you will be able to, definitely there will be a certain point in which we are having a will we be having a good amount of risk. So it's better not to involve yourself into the high risk business transaction. Take measures like create provisions in the current earning, as in the case of provisions for bad debts. You know, we should definitely take up some measures to create the provisions in the current earnings. For example, we should make up the reserves for the future. For example, if in any case in any upcoming year, if no profit is there or less profit is there, so that we can have the previous profit involved, previous reserves left for upcoming transactions which we can perform in future. So आज के प्रॉफिट में से कुछ ना कुछ पैसा हमें बचाकर रखना चाहिए. बेटे, is it clear till now? Is there any doubt till now? Please let me know first of all.